Guys, I am doing something very unique, and for the first time ever, I'm actually bringing a faculty member from Christ University to talk to you all students. We are around the admission cycles, and you know how desperate people are to getting into Christ University. If you could give us some interview tips for students who are watching, and if they want to clear a BCom interview or something, that'll be great, sir. Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. As you could see by now, I am inside Christ University Central Campus. Today, I'm here to clear one of the most demanded queries from you all, which is about BCom Finance and Accountancy. Guys, at Christ University, there is a School of Commerce, Finance and Accountancy. And under that, there are two departments. One is the Department of Professional Studies and the other is the Department of Commerce. Under the Department of Commerce, you have programs like BCom Honours, etc. Whereas under Department of Professional Studies, you have all the integrated programs like BCom Professional, BCom Finance and Accountancy, BCom International Finance, and a lot more. Now guys, majority of you people apply to BCom Finance and Accountancy considering that the name sounds really very fancy and cool, which is BCom Finance, BCom Accountancy, all that. But that is not the truth, guys. Chartered Accountancy, which means only and only you should apply to this program if you're really interested in becoming a chartered accountant. In India, there are roughly 4 lakh chartered accountants registered with ICAI, and each year 8.5 lakh students appear to becoming chartered accountants. The acceptance rate is 25% for foundation level, 10% for intermediate level, and 10% for CA final level. That's a lot of competition. Like, to give you an example, on a scale of 1000 students who are appearing, only 250 clear the foundation level, out of which only 25 clear the CA intermediate level, and out of which only 2.5 students clear the CA final exams, which makes it one of the most competitive exams in the country. Now that we are clear that BCom FNA is all about chartered accountancy and you should only appear if you want to become a chartered accountant, let me just also tell you that BCom FNA at Christ University is one of the only courses in the country that has more than 1,000 chartered accountants as the alumni, making it one of the most successful courses ever. Now guys, one of the major questions that I've gotten from you all is regarding the routine of this program. What time do the classes start? What time do they end? So there's a lot of confusion and miscommunication regarding that. Guys, the BCom FNA course at Christ University start at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and you have classes till 11 a.m. which are your normal BCom classes. After that, you have a 15-minute break, and from 11:15 till 4:30, you have your chartered accountancy classes or your coaching classes or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, there's also 1 hour lunch break from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Now guys, as far as the number of seats are concerned, there are 320 seats in the central campus of BCom FNA, and there are 160 seats in the Yashwantpur campus of Christ University for BCom FNA. Now, as far as the admission process is concerned, obviously it's the same admission process just like for any other program at Christ University. That means you all have to appear for the Christ University entrance test, followed by interview, micro presentation, and skill assessment. And only after you've completed all the 4 stages from your entrance test to interview to micro presentation to skill assessment is when you will get the result, which means congratulations, you've been selected, or unfortunately you have been rejected. Guys, I am doing something very unique, and for the first time ever, I'm actually bringing a faculty member from Christ University to talk to you all students. I'm going to be talking with Professor Bhavesh Rajnani, who is a program coordinator for BCom FNA. Sir has finally agreed to come on the camera and talk to me, so I will be getting some very value bombs and value information from him. By the way, this is the basketball court where I spent a lot of time playing basketball, and I absolutely love the whole environment at Christ. Come, let's go.
Good afternoon, Kavach. I'm good.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you so much for agreeing to do this and giving me your valuable time. It means a lot, and trust me, everybody who's going to be watching this video is going to be really benefited out of this. Firstly, sir, how many years have you been at Christ?
14 years I've been doing the CA facilitation. So this is my, you can say, my home more than the home.
Wow, that's great. So I'm just directly going to get to the important questions that we usually get around BCom FNA, even though I've tried to cover everything while I was shooting on the campus. Usual doubt the students have, and one of the reviews that we've gotten is that the course is super hectic. So what do you have to suggest about that?
Cannot deny that at all. It is super hectic. Wouldn't lie at all on this one. But obviously, you know about this course as you are researching, and we are discussing on this one. It is integrated with chartered accountancy. So people are expected to pursue chartered accountancy. Chartered accountancy as a whole itself is very difficult. So you can't expect it to be an easy one.
That's definitely true. They need to be burning the midnight oil for it. Now, sir, considering the fact that they actually, enroll for the program and work really hard, is there sort of a guarantee or something that you give, ki, you will become a chartered accountant? So if you could talk about a little bit about the results, the past performance of the students, or any guarantee of sort, like, because I mean, chartered accountancy is hard. So, how do we go about it?
सीए बनने की गारंटी कोई नहीं देता है. That is one thing for sure, I would say. But obviously the pass percentages are on the higher side. We have been consistently performing 2.5x of Indian average. That's close to 70% in foundation, 40-45% in intermediate. Guarantee किसी चीज की भी नहीं है. लेकिन एक बात मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, pitching at such high pass percentages obviously gives you a better probability. One. Two is obviously when you're coming to this kind of a campus and you're networking with the best of the minds in the country, and the kind of exposure you get is altogether going to put you in a different league.
That's definitely true. I mean, since faculties are also, I think, get a lot of confidence when their students like go become chartered accountants. So we see that confidence when they're, teaching the further batches. Now, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I mentor students, I mentor parents. And usually when people and students come to me that with the fact that they want to become chartered accountants, one usual advice of the hand that we give is, might as well stay in your tier 2, tier 3 towns and enroll in a dummy college and just join a coaching institute and just start preparing for chartered accountants. Because, I mean, honestly, it is really very hard. So what do you think is an incentive for a student, somebody watching this from Bhopal or Jabalpur or, someone in Chennai or in Jammu to leave their small tier 2, tier 3 towns and move all the way to metro cities like Bangalore, join Christ University, enroll for the course and then prepare for chartered accountant? Because, they'll have to balance both BCom and chartered accountancy.
Loved your advice in the first place, because it is the easiest route out, and trust me, the easiest route is not the best route, right? Part one of the tale. Coming to the second part of the story, you see the vibrant Bangalore ecosystem as such. It provides you for startup, and then you come to Christ University. You have the best of the brains in the country. The cutoffs are really high. People crib about it, but that is how it is. So you would be networking, as I said, with some of the best brains in the country. You get an opportunity to do articleship in the big fours, some of the best firms. Then you can do your industrial training, which is provided, you can say, on the latter part of the articleship. So there are a whole host of opportunities. My important thing to all of you out there is you are just looking at the CA part of the tale. What is the guarantee? If you just do a little bit of number crunching, 1,000 students going out at one end, there are 1 or 2 clearing on the first attempt. So do you actually can rely on that, fall back on that? So if you take up a degree, which is going to give you a lot of network, a lot of value addition, and you pursue CA, God forbid things don't fall in place, you are still with a wonderful safety net for yourself. So my argument is you have to improve on your networking, you have to improve on your communication, soft skills, and there are tons of things. So taking the dummy thing, absolutely not in my context of advice at all.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think a degree in that sense will create a safety net, because like you said, CA ki koi guarantee nahi hai. So it's might as well, have a safety net. Plus, along with that, if you genuinely do it from a really good college, like say for Christ, you build up an amazing network, you have an amazing brand, and obviously get all the soft skills. So we are around the admission cycles, and how desperate people are to getting into Christ University. Even though I do this for a living, but if you could give us some very important tips, tricks, strategies, hacks, some interview tips for students who are watching, and if they want to clear a BCom interview or something, that'll be great, sir.
Fine. Talking about the BCom FNA, let me tell you, it is highest applied course at the university in the UG level. So there are tons of forms. So we have a stack full of forms and applications and stuff, and there are desperate participants who are willing to join this. As I told you, the course is hectic. You have to have a clarity of purpose when you get in. And the best tip I would like to say, because we are over here training, we have completed more than 1,000 chartered accountants from the university. So let me tell you that when we are training for such a hectic course, one thing that we very seriously look in the interviews is your great aptitude. Your subject knowledge has to be peach, absolutely. So that gets you a great window, and a good micro presentation is an icing on the cake.
Definitely. So, I mean, I also take mocks of students. I keep telling them all that they really have to focus on their micro presentations, skill assessment, and personal interviews. Like you said, subject knowledge is very important. Plus, along with that, every basic thing I think matters. The way that they enter the room, to the way that they introduce themselves, to the way that they end. All of that is important. So, thank you so much for your time. It means a lot. And thank you so much, sir, once again. Okay, wow. It was an amazing conversation that I had with Professor Bhavesh. He was really very candid and open when talking to you all students, which is amazing. Now guys, as I've already told you at the very start, that this is one of the most successful courses of Christ University. The success rate in terms of CA Foundation is 70% and CA Intermediate is 45%, which means out of the whole batch, 70% of the students end up clearing the CA Foundation and 45 students end up clearing the CA Intermediate level. Along with that, if you have enrolled in this program, there is a proper assistance that is provided to you in terms of CA articleship. You know how important it is that you need to have good articleship of 24 months, and they will provide you with all the guidance and assistance that you need in order to get placed in the top firms like EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, and a lot more. Another very important thing that you all have to note is that for admission, you need to have registered with ICAI mandatorily, which is whenever you come to Christ University to submit your documents, you also need to show them the certificate for ICAI registration. Otherwise, you will not be given the admission. Another very important doubt that I have received from all you students is regarding the whole fees, hidden costs, coaching fees, and all such things. Guys, the current fees of Christ University, if you're not a student from Karnataka, is 1,58,000 rupees, and there is no hidden cost whatsoever. Please do not get confused and think that this is the normal college fees and along with that you will also have to pay for your other coaching fees and stuff like that. No, each and everything is inclusive. Along with that, please don't reach out to the current students, the first years, the second years or the third years, because they had a very different structure in terms of the fees. Now each and everything is inclusive in this 1,58,000 only. So this is all the amount that you would have to pay. So yes guys, that's about it for this particular video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. Now I hope I don't get any of the other queries about BCom FNA because I've cleared each and everything. If in case still anything is left, please make sure you comment below. At the same time, if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I'll see you all with another video. Take care guys, bye bye.